People who don't care about what other people think about you. How the fuck do you do that? I don't know. It just kind of clicked one day, and then no fucks were given thereafter. Starting to think this is a common thing that happens in life. I feel like it clicked once I began spending so much time with myself, sitting with my own thoughts, reading people went out, and just facing the truth. I just don't give a shit anymore. I could run into the street dancing naked and not give a damn what anyone says. As long as I'm happy and enjoy it, I guess. Realizing that everyone is going through the same thoughts, feelings, insecurities, etc. to a degree. So, who gives a fuck about their thoughts on me? They're too wrapped up in themselves to care about you anyway. Up finger. Toward this man. Edit. Moved the hand away from my face and toward the present box. I only care what the people closest to me think. This is so true. That's why I always make sure to stand right next to strangers at public urinals. Gotta get that package evaluation, if you know what I'm saying. I reached a point of existential catharsis where I realized life is inherently meaningless, and therefore the casual opinions others had about me didn't matter. Life being meaningless is about the most freeing thing I ever realized. 100%. Lots of people think existentialism is depressing, but existentialism is actually the most liberating thing I've ever experienced. Getting older helped a lot. 35 now, not many fucks left, so I'm not gonna give them out willy-nilly. Absolutely, I'm almost 39 myself, and I just do not have the time or energy to waste worrying about what others think. It's not that I don't care, it's just that it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter. Eventually, you're just sitting at home with your kids. And you realize the rest of the world could go to hell and you will be just fine. Also, I respect no one without merit, so it's pretty hard to care what someone thinks about you if you don't care about them. I need to get myself a wife and some kids. I worked as a cashier at a grocery store. I realized how few people I remembered looks of at the end of a shift. You need to do a lot to stand out to most people. If you don't smell, your clothes are clean-ish, and you brush your teeth, most people don't have the capacity to care about how you look. Honestly, how much time do you spend thinking about other people? And how much difference does that make in their lives? Give it up. Be yourself. I found this out at 25. I took a temporary job out of town with a bunch of other people to fix and replace water meters for 6 months. It was kind of miserable work, and I suddenly didn't have the energy to care what others were thinking of me, and I just acted like myself. One thing I learned was that when you be yourself, you'll naturally attract people who you get along with. What other people think of me is none of my business. God damn it, Patricia, you're onto something here! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I dig this. Realizing most people are stupid, boring douchelords who simply ape what their favorite celebs, politicians favor at the moment. Basically Twitter in a nutshell. I can laugh at my own jokes. For the most part, that's all I need. But when I was younger, I picked up bass guitar fairly quickly. While other friends grew bored of any one instrument, I stuck with bass. Before I knew it, I was an above-talented performer, gigging with some professionals at 15 and 16. I am no virtuoso or multi-instrumentalist like some people I know, but I am good enough at my instrument where I can be proud from my hard work and perseverance. Whenever I feel insulted or judged, whether in public or otherwise, I can always reflect on how I don't need their approval since I'm already fulfilled. It also helps being genetically fugly. Age takes care of a lot of it. But something you can do right now, as cliche as it may be, is fake it till you make it. I'm dead serious. Just walk around like you're the fucking shit. Chin up, shoulders back, face the world like it's a goddamn catwalk. Make eye contact with people. You'll eventually start filling up your mind with things other than strangers' opinions and pretty much everyone else's opinions. When you become unafraid of opinions and can directly face people, you'll realize there was never anything to worry about. My dad told me the only one I really had to please, satisfy was the one in the mirror. I have stuck with that since about 5th grade and it has worked well. Taught it to my child and she has reiterated it to me on several occasions. Nobody else's opinion really matters. I base the value of someone's opinion based on how they act. If they say ignorant shit about me, then they are just an ignorant person and their opinion shouldn't be trusted. I also largely define myself rather than feed into whatever intrinsic bias someone else has. How many cringy moments from other people's lives do you recall, including the people closest to you? For me, it's none. Most people are too wrapped up in their own insecurities to give a fuck about you. Yes, if you do something stupid or abhorrent, it might get a lot of traction because of social media, but even then you'll just fade into obscurity. Eventually, I realized that no matter how friendly and agreeable you try to be, there will still be people that dislike you even if it's because of reasons fabricated in their own head. It's way more disheartening when people dislike you when you're trying to be likable. Don't be a complete dick on purpose. But worrying about what others think about you is a waste of energy. And when you're trying too hard, it's obvious. Please don't be that person who claims to hate comedy or who doesn't eat and humble brags about how bloated she is, while pointing at a 1-inch pot gut. We can see you. Go through your room as you open every drawer. Check under everything. Check your car too. Open your wallet and search carefully. Look in the fridge behind all your food. Check your bathroom and closet. Listen closely for any noises, or try to detect any smells. Then examine your body carefully. Did you find anyone else's opinion? Nope. I never really cared to begin with. I've been very antisocial for most of my life, so I just assumed everyone had some problem with me. So I just said fuck opinions, why no? I got older, had a family. I am way too busy to impress someone or worry about someone not liking me. Some people won't like you no matter hard you try. Life is too short for those worries. Gotta go. Time to walk the dog with the little one riding on the scooter. I'll probably bring a beer. I just kind of outgrew caring what others thought and decided my own happiness was all that mattered. 'Cause we're all here by random chance. And most of us will not have much of a legacy 150 years from now. So why sweat the truly unimportant shit like what someone thinks of you? Okay, so Reddit users will all say that they don't give any fucks. They do. That's why they post. The reality is experience. I like the analogy that we are born with a certain amount of fucks to give. When we are you, we give lots of fucks. But as we get older, we start to realize that we give less fucks as time goes by because those fucks are running out. This is why old people generally give 0 fucks, then don't have any fucks to give. Honestly though, once you've gone through a few experiences, you realize that some things don't bear thinking about, and other things do. This will change over time depending on what you want out of life. Sometimes you are forced to give a fuck. Other times, well, maybe you give more than you should. For the 20-something-year-old commenters who claim to not give any fucks, ignore them, monsieur. They care what internet strangers think. They care what their soul thinks. They care about getting insa. They care about avoiding getting insa. If someone truly doesn't give a fuck, they would not seek the opinion of anyone else. Moral of this? Give a fuck. Give all your fucks. Care about something. Career, person, passion, hobby, whatever. Don't pretend to be something you are not in order to look cool. If you are doing that, then you clearly give a fuck about people's impression of you. If your question is about that, other people's impression of you, just remember this. Like you, they are thinking more about themselves than you. I was given an appropriate amount of validation from my loved ones at the right age growing up. I used to have extremely low self-esteem, monsieur. Then I gradually realized that some people enjoyed my company and I had some good qualities. As time went on, I became more confident and outgoing and cared less about others' opinions. Once I was diagnosed with brain cancer, I quit caring completely. Be nice and be myself. Who cares if people don't like me at that point? Our time is limited. Don't waste it worrying about people's opinions of you. There's a saying I live by. Other people's opinions about me are none of my business. People will think what they want of you. Why worry about it? Smoke weed, take antidepressants. Just make yourself happy. That is when you will truly be, I'm too high to finish this. Bye. What are they gonna do, be mad? There's no incentive to care what people think about you if you're true to yourself. It's called an ego. It's easy. All it took was a personality disorder. I dunno. I realized I'm happier being myself. It sometimes means fewer friends. It sometimes means eating lunch alone at work. It sometimes means my weekends are spent doing my thing by myself. But you know what? I enjoy the freedom, monsieur. I enjoy not playing along and pretending to be someone I'm not. The friendships I have are more meaningful and precious. People actually like me for who I am, not who I think they want me to be. How do I do it? Honestly. Just honestly. All you need to do is ask yourself, who makes you happy in this world? I guarantee they like you who you truly are. And so just be that person. You're not going to mix well with everyone. And you just need to stop trying to please everyone and instead please yourself. You're not going to make any more serious interpersonal relationships with people if you continue to be untrue to yourself. I'm not saying you won't have to act professional at work, but in any situation outside of that, just be yourself. And you'll get to true friendship way faster. Plus, the sooner you open up to others, the sooner they'll open up to you. I act based on my own feelings, not anyone else. The more I have gotten myself into the habit of doing so, the easier it has become. Also age. When so many people call you stupid, you realize these people don't know you who you are and can't judge someone they don't know. I wanted to be happy, so I stopped caring what people thought of me so much. So many friends talking about needing to improve themselves so this person or that person likes the monsieur. Realized I like myself. Happy with my personality, looks, education, job, family. If I'm happy, who cares what strangers think? Start doing every day something that feels uncomfortable. Start with a small thing and go baby step by baby step. Then look at how nobody really cares just as much they did not care before. By now you will be trained, accustomed to do anything you want. Counter question: why do people you don't know and will never interact with have any impact on you? They won if you let them get to you. Old guy here. Have all the money I'll ever need and then some. So that's how I will wear my cargo shorts and white socks and not care how you'll manage your rent. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.